Oh, please let me in. A werewolf ate my ticket. My name is Mona de Lafitte. What's yours?
Detective Lou Crane at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss de Lafitte.
How long have you been assigned to this stadium?
I've been doing stadium duty for 2 years now, and I love it. In that time, I might add, illegal attendance has been cut by over 92%.
Only 92%? You seem to be quite a responsible security guard. How is the other 8% getting past you?
I've asked myself that question many times. The only thing I can conclude is that somehow they're sneaking through a side door.
And where would this side door be located? And how come you haven't locked it?
Well, it is locked, but somehow those pesky 8% keep getting in. I'm afraid I cannot disclose its exact location, as that would be a rather serious breach of security. It's the athletes' entrance, and the Gothford United team has made me swear never to reveal its location, especially to anyone from Gothford Falls.
How do you like working your stadium assignment?
Very much so. I get to see all kinds of games, famous athletes, and the occasional stadium concert. Why, Van Halen themselves played here last month. That Edward Van Halen plays himself a mean oboe.
How did you earn such a cushy assignment?
The position actually opened up after the 1893 championships. After the Gosford United lost the game again, the fans rioted and the old constable who had the assignment was trampled to death. So, the position became available. Quite a lucky break, actually.
I'm not sure the poor old guy who was trampled to death would agree with you.
How can I get a ticket for the game?
Sorry, madame. I'm afraid this event is only for constables, their families, and the people the constables sold their tickets to, and the scalpers they sold those tickets to, and the people who bought those scalp tickets. This match between Vlad's Landing All Blacks and Gothford Falls United, a huge long-standing rivalry, has been sold out for weeks.
Worked on any interesting cases?
Oh, goodness, where do I start? I have a million ones to tell you about, all full of brilliant twists, turns, and wonderful detective work by me. Which case you want to hear? I have all night. You won't be disappointed.
Good one, Mona.
How about your first case? That ought to be short.
The year was 1865, and I had just completed my 4 extra years in Draxylvania Detective School.
Nope, you were wrong. As usual.
Most young rookies do not have the privilege of being asked into detective school. But you see, I was a captain of the Junior Occult Hunters of Draxylvania Society, an organization that I started thanks in part to the money I got from a bounty that practically fell into my lap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ask you about your first case? What I meant to say was, I'm dreadfully tired and I need my beauty sleep.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Well then, if you must go rest, you must. Any more questions for me before you go and, rest?
Don't forget, it's free pitchfork and torch.
Thank you. I need to go now.
Good evening to you, then.
Can't use that old boomerang with that.
Mona? What are you doing?
I read somewhere that grunting like an animal improves your accuracy when throwing or playing tennis.
I'll take your word for it. Let her rip.
Who is it?
My name is Mona de Lafitte, and I'm inquiring about the horse that you are selling.
I'd love to help you out, but I can't right now.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Actually, maybe you can. You see, the door's locked, and my son threw the frickin' key out the window. Now no one can get in or out. If you help me get the door open, I'll give you the horse.
Would there be a better time for me to return?
Probably, but I don't know when that would be.
Why not?
Like I said, I'm stuck in here, and until the key is found, there's not much I can do.
Why do you talk so strangely?
What are you talking about?
Your accent. It's unlike anything I've ever heard.
Oh, that? My husband and I just moved down here from New Jersey.
I'd like some information on the horse.
What do you want to know?
What's the horse's name?
The man we bought him from in Italy said his name is Il Cavallo Senza Valore, but we call him Buttercup.
What breed is it?
It's a miniature Albanian Appaloosa halfling pony.
That's quite an impressive sounding breed.
Well, he's actually just a mutt.
How old is he?
I'm not sure, really. But judging by his size, I guess he's pretty young yet.
When was the last time you had his shoes rotated?
Oh, we regularly rotate the shoes every 6 months or 7,000 miles.
How many kilometers has it been ridden?
Well, the pedometer was broken when we bought him. But the man who sold him to us said he only had 90 kiloleagues on him. And we haven't ridden him that much since then.
Do you have another key somewhere?
My husband has one, but I don't know when he'll be home from work.
What does your husband do for work?
He's a door-to-door spatula salesman. Sometimes he leaves for days at a time.
I'd like to hear more about New Jersey.
Sure. Like what?
What's it like there?
It's actually pretty nice. Especially once you get used to the pollution, overpopulation, traffic.
It sounds delightful. Are there any operas there?
Oh, yes.
Really?
That's what I miss the most. Not a day goes by here when I don't wish I could watch my soap operas.
Soap operas?
I guess we're not talking about the same kind of operas.
Do you miss your homeland?
I sure do. Living out here in the sticks don't hold a candle to life in the big city.
What caused your son to act so rudely?
Oh, I threatened to have that weird Baron Shroudy come over to babysit him if he didn't eat his turnips. I guess he really didn't want that to happen.
Do you know where the key is now?
Well, he threw it out the window, so it couldn't have gone far.
Where did you say the key went?
I don't know exactly. Somewhere out there.
Beneath the pale moonlight?
Sure. Whatever.
That's enough information for now.
Fine by me.
It's a window that's been broken from the inside. Based on the spiderweb effect created as the window was breached, the object in question was metallic, approximately 4 inches long, with a total weight not exceeding 27.5 grams. I would estimate the object in question flew no more than 23 meters. That's adjusting for a moderate wind, of course.
Wow, Mona. You're either a great detective or had a distinguished career as a cat burglar before you moved on to opera.
It appears to be a well. I'm feeling adventurous. I'm going to fly down into the well and look around.
You go do that, and I'll stand lookout for well inspectors.
Scared?
No, just concerned that exploring a strange place might make me anxious, overly alert, and panicky. But scared? Never.
Kilroy was here. What does that mean?
Don't know, but whoever wrote it really didn't like Roy.
Aw, poor fellow. He fell into the well and couldn't get out. It's sad, Roderick, because he died cold and all alone.
And buck naked.
A bucket might be useful. I'll keep it in mind. of 1874. Of Draxylvania High, no doubt.
Yeah, that was the year they didn't win a single game. Apparently, after one of their worst games, the coach made everybody run laps until sunrise, and when the sun came out, all of the players exploded. A pretty common mistake with young coaches.
I wonder what's in there.
Maybe you should stick your hand inside and find out.
Maybe I should stick you inside there and find out.
Maybe I should shut the hell up?
It's stuck under the ice. Well, all right then. Now this ought to melt you free.
I think it must have...
Frozen? You think?
It was a good plan.
Oh, man! Well, maybe this saddle blanket can keep the stew warm this time. That won't accomplish anything, I'm afraid. Sorry. Good. Now this ought to melt you free. Yippee! That worked! No way! my fingers messy. Help me out, Fodrick!
What do you know about that? You found it. To be honest, I didn't think you had the smarts to ever find it.
Thanks. I guess?
Ooh. Well, let's get to the stable. I'm freezing my keister off. It's freaking cold out. There you go, Buttercup. Meet, what was your name again?
Mona de Lafitte, of the Parisian de Lafitte's, opera singer and par arts graduate.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, meet Mona. You belong to her now. Quit your kvetching and get out of here before I sell you to the glue factory.
Merci. Throw a snowball at it. Maybe I can cover it up.
A snowball fight where the target can't fight back? Those are my kind of odds. You hit it pretty good and it stuck, but it looks like the snowball isn't gonna work.
Fodrick, would you mind diving into that grease for me?
I kinda like the greased look. Might make me look cool, but what for?
I don't know yet, but I think a greased up Fodrick might come in handy.
You don't know how happy I am to hear that last tape.
Oh, hush now. Carry it around. It's so cold and wet.
Like my nose. Feel it.
Ugh, no. But I will keep this snowball in mind just in case. Maybe this will add a little color to you.
He looks like a charcoal-flavored snow cone.
Throw a snowball at it. Maybe I can cover it up.
A snowball fight where the target can't fight back? Those are my kind of odds. I've seen better arms on a chair, but it looks like you got the job done. The black inky snowball covered it up pretty good. What's wrong, Mona? The door's open. What are you waiting for? Head on in.
I can't! For some reason, I can't cross the threshold of the doorway.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the fact that you are currently life-challenged.
Life-challenged?
Just trying to be polite. I know it's a bit of a touchy subject.
Oh, you with your silly vampire theories. It's only a curse. That is, until I find a way to cure myself.
Okay, so maybe the fact that you can't enter the store has something to do with the fact that you're a walking corpse. I mean, you're a vampire.
It's the open and close sign for the store. It says they are closed right now. Let's see what this says on the other side.
Surprise, surprise! Instead of closed, it says open. Wow, that one really got me off guard.
Can you tell me what this sign says? I'm afraid I don't have my reading glasses.
Yes, it says, yes, we are open. Please come in. I wonder how that got turned around. Oh, well.
That did it, Fodrick! I suddenly feel different. I feel I can walk into this shop now.
Pretty sneaky, sis. I mean, Mona.
That dress might come in handy for something. I better not take it now, but I'll keep it in mind just in case. Fodrick, you may not want to do this. In fact, you will probably hate me for asking this, but, well, if you don't terribly mind, I mean, if you don't mind terribly,
What is it already?
will you dress up in drag for me with the baby dress we just saw in the dress shop window? Please?
What for?
I don't know yet, but you dressed up like a little girl might be useful at some point.
Oh, jeez. Let me think about it. Okay, fine. But it better be a really, really good idea, important, and not some joke.
No joke. And I promise no joking. Well, maybe a little joking.
Forget it.
No. I promise. No joking.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear.
Right, fine. But I just know I will never live this down, and I will only do it once. After that, never again. Ever.
I don't need to move it right now, but it's good to know it's there just in case. It's the kitchen. My, there are a lot of dishes stacked up in there.
Yes, I'm reorganizing my collection of Draxylvanian limited edition missing persons dishes. Each one has a lovely hand-painted image, painstakingly hand-painted by a bereaved family member of the missing person. They make lovely Christmas presents. I plan to sell them door to door to make a little extra cash on the side when I'm not so busy. Not sure when that will be.
Hello in there. Anyone else in there?
No one else, just me. I don't have any hired help. What would I need them for?
Excuse me, miss. Can we speak with you for a moment?
A moment is about all I have.
Why aren't your kids asleep?
I haven't had a chance to sing to them yet. I always sing them to sleep. Unfortunately, my husband is rather demanding, and rather hungry as well, and it's going to be a while before he finishes his dinner.
I used to sing at the Pelly Opera. Perhaps I could sing for them. Would that help you?
Certainly. If you can get my kids to fall asleep, then once my husband finishes his dinner, I should be able to help you out with whatever you need.
Why is your husband so hungry?
Good question. Apparently, sitting around on your ass all day doing nothing but drinking, yelling, and passing gas that could choke a mule generates quite an appetite.
How did you meet your husband?
When I was many years younger, my father accidentally ran him over with our family carriage. The magistrate ordered my father to pay for his medical expenses, but my family didn't have any money, so I agreed to live with him and work as his servant to pay off the debt.
And since the two of you fell in love?
No! And then my family's house burnt down and I had no place left to go.
It sounds like something out of a fairy tale that Edgar Allan Poe might have written.
Have you ever thought about leaving your husband?
I've thought about it 10 times since you first entered the room. Unfortunately, he owns a shop and everything in it. I would have to leave penniless and without my children.
Yeah, leaving penniless would definitely be bad.
Why do you have all those dishes in the kitchen?
I had to take an extra job to pay for all my husband's food and beer. I earned a little money selling gift plates door to door and washing dishes. Without the extra income, he would eat everything and the kids would go hungry.
Who is paying you to wash the dishes?
I'm doing some food service work for the stadium. Tonight they're having a benefit for the Association of Draxylvanian Constables. I already finished cooking for them. In fact, I just doused my cooking fire. Now I have to wash all of their dishes. In addition to that, I have to stack and organize the gift plates in a special way so they're easier to sell door to door. I make everyone stay out of the kitchen.
What are your children's names?
Siegfried and Roy.
I bet they get picked on a lot.
True. Not the most manly names in the world, but again, my husband likes them. He thought it would toughen them up if they got picked on a lot. So far, I think it just made them more hyperactive, insensitive, and demanding. Still, gotta love them!
No, you don't got to.
Shh!
Do you happen to have any black cloth available?
Yes, I think I have some stashed away someplace. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to get it for you until my kids are asleep and my husband is done with his dinner.
Thank you for talking with us. I'll probably regret this, but may I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Why are you so rude to your wife?
Sometimes you need to put a woman in her place, which should be in the kitchen grabbing me another beer.
Why aren't you working?
I'm out on a disability. I have a mental anguish over having to work more than 6 straight hours. It nearly drove me mad. And I think I may have a permanent mental damage.
No argument there.
How come you drink so much?
Have you seen my kids? And need I say more?
Don't you think you should be nicer to your wife?
Don't you think you should be nicer to me, eh? Perhaps we could continue this discussion over a bottle of wine at a local tavern, I know. Low lights, music, private booth, but lose the bet.
You're disgusting. I think I better go before I do something that I'll regret.
Don't worry, baby. You can do whatever you want. I promise. I won't regret it after.
Too bad Inky ate our mace. I have a desire to bury it in the top of his head. Hi there. My name is Mona.
Can you sing a song for us? Please? We like to hear songs while we're falling asleep.
Yes, of course.
want Who Let the Wolves Out. Can you sing Who Let the Wolves Out?
I'm afraid I don't know the lyrics to Who Let the Wolves Out. But I do happen to know several beautiful French lullabies, many of which have been passed down for hundreds of...
Who let the wolves out? Who let the wolves out?
I don't think they want to hear anything else.
Where did you boys hear that song?
They play it at the stadium all the time. It's our favorite song.
Can you teach it to me? If you do, I'll be happy to sing it to you.
We don't know all the words. Sing it to us or we won't talk to you anymore. Who let the wolves out?
Such lovely children. I wonder if they'd fit through that window.
Shush, Frederick! I'm going to have to find a way to learn that song. Otherwise, I don't think these children will ever go to sleep.
Hi there, miss. What can I do you for?
I was wondering if you might do us a favor.
I guess that depends on what the favor is. My favors usually cost money.
There is a man conducting the constable's orchestra, and we're very interested in reviewing his song list. Unfortunately, he won't let us see it. If you could distract him for us, perhaps we would be able to modify his list.
I'm afraid I can't afford to leave the area. I have to stand lookout for a private nail salon party going on inside. The Burgermeister paid me specifically to stand guard and watch Constable Bud Crane over there, so no can do, honey.
Can we pay you for your time?
Perhaps we can exchange favors. As I mentioned before, Constable Crane over there is very much cramping our outfit style. If you could find some way to convince him to leave his post, I could leave for a while without worry and distract this band leader of yours.
How can we get the constable off the street?
I have no idea. We've tried bribing him without much success. Bud has some sort of high and mighty code of ethics. He's always trying to look like a hero. His brother, Lou's the real hero. Saves people from drowning in fires all the time. Been decorated 5 times. Bud is always in his shadow, but both of them are a real pain in the...
That is enough. Thank you for the information. That's all the questions I have for now.
Very well. If you happen to see a lonely, wealthy man wandering about, please do send him my way.
I think I might be able to fit through there.
I don't want you to get dirty or break a nail. Let me try first. Plus, I'm stronger as a bat than you are. Dang! Sorry, Mona. I couldn't quite squeeze through. Almost, though. Almost. Mona, you're gonna owe me for this. Smell like a French fry.
Well, we are trying to get back to France.
All right, I'll go get greased up and try to squeeze through. That did it. I made it through. I got a bit of bad news, though. The door is barred and locked from the inside. I won't be able to unlock it. you're gonna have to squeeze through yourself.
But then I'll end up covered with soil.
If you're looking for sympathy, keep right on looking. Now transform yourself into a bat and get that purple booty of yours in here. Well, we're in, but I'm not sure you should have drained that guy in the locker room till he passed out.
But I had to. He made me transform into a human from a bat.
Yeah, but he was Gosford Falls star player. They were favored to win, but now...
Oh, who cares about this silly game? Besides, the outcome of this game won't affect us anyway.
Okay.
I wish someone had hit me like that.
It's a band leader's playlist. It looks like he's written down a list of songs he's going to play.
Check and see if Who Let the Wolves Out is on there. If he's gonna play it, we can wait around and listen for it so we can learn the song.
Good idea. No, wait. I see it near the top of the list. Oh, but it's been scratched out.
Typical Team Lafitte luck. He played it already.
Great save by the goalie. Could her secret be a transfusion of scarlet bovine? The sexy energy drink is barely legal.
Excuse me, sir. Might I speak with you?
Why, certainly, miss. T. Milton Mininger always has time for a beautiful woman.
Hey, Mona, get a load of this guy, will ya? This clown thinks he's a ladies' man.
Do you happen to know the song Who Let the Wolves Out?
T. Milton Mininger knows all songs and can conduct every one of them with a grace and style that has made him recognizable all through Draxylvania.
Do you take requests?
Regretfully, I do not, dear lady. I play only the songs I have chosen in a specially prepared program. After deciding what sort of magic I will work upon the crowd, I create a play order for all of my songs on my playlist. And from there, I never alter the program nor improvise.
I wonder if this guy is related to Constable Crane. They both have great posture, thanks to a large stick that appears to be...
Shh! Would you be willing to change your program for me?
You are rather beautiful. Perhaps I could play you a song or two back at my apartment after the event is over. Of course, I would need to change into something, shall we say, more comfortable for me and more enticing for you.
Don't forget, it's free pitchfork and
Okay.
torch. Scarlet bovine
That's about all I need to hear from you.
sponsored by Mortis Labs. More blood on the field than deep rich.
It's a window overlooking the alley. There's sure are a lot of people in there.
Yeah, based on all the noise, I'd say they're partying like it's 1899.
Frederick, I just had a thought.
Uh-oh. Duck for cover.
No, seriously. Remember the little baby dress we saw in the dress shop window?
Yes, the one you said might fit me?
Yes. I was thinking we should lure this constable away from his post and then I could...
Drain him a bit till he passes out? I see where you're going. You hide in the alley back there, put me in the dress, and I lure him in there with some phony catch like I'm being attacked?
Yes, exactly. Will you wear a dress for me, Frederick?
Boy, you owe me big time. But okay, just this once. I will never put on a dress for you again. Ever. Got that? Ever again.
Yes, I promise never to ask you to do it again. I swear on my own grave.
Not sure how good an oath that is, but fine. You go hide, and I'll go get the dress. I'll lure him with cries for help, then you just bite him.
Not too hard.
Whatever, not too hard. Then Miss Floozy over there will be happy.
Great, let's do it.
Why do I have a feeling it isn't gonna be that easy? Yahoo!
Hey! Give that back! I'm saving it in case I have a baby girl.
Good evening, little girl.
Ah! Help me! I've fallen down a well and I can't get up! Someone save me!
I'll save you. Hang on, little girl, I'm coming.
It's the Constable Bud Quain, looking for the lost little girl. And I don't think he can be seen by those people in the windows. I hate to do it, but if I must, I must.
Hey! Ah!
Wow, Mona. He's out like a light.
I hated to do it. But then again, it seemed kind of fulfilling. And I'm in a much better mood. I'm starting to get used to this biting and draining thing.
You didn't, drain him all the way.
I don't think so. Check. Is he still breathing?
Yep, still breathing. Your record is murder-free. 2-0. Good job. We'll make a full-fledged and moral vampire out of you yet.
This all-access badge will be quite useful. We did it! The constable will be out of action for a while.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I have no idea how you did it. This is going to improve my business significantly. Now I believe there is something I need to do for you. Wait, I don't have a ticket for the game. How am I going to get in? You better find me one first, then I'll gladly help you out.
Here, will this all-access pass help? I think all the constables working security for the game have one.
My, you are resourceful. I could use a girl like you. Sure you won't change your mind about the job offer?
Oh, well, it's, awfully nice offer, but you see,
Ah, don't hurt yourself, honey. I get the picture. This pass will work. Let's go. Hello, Mr. Van Leader.
Hello yourself, madam. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I must say, I simply love a man in uniform.
That's interesting to hear. I myself have a thing for women without a uniform on. Or anything else for that matter.
You really are a silver-tongued devil, aren't you? Do you still have a lot of songs to perform?
There are still plenty of songs to be played. However, as busy as I am, I have to say that you just moved to the top of my to-do list.
Oh, how romantic.
Yes, you're quite the looker. I'm a little new to the area. Perhaps you could give me directions to your apartment?
Aren't you being a little bit forward?
Is that not okay, my delicious little crumpet?
Did you call me a strumpet?
No, I said crumpet, but if you want to identify yourself as a strumpet, that works for me. I'd also be willing to accept floozy or hussy as well. You're clearly a big tease.
And you are clearly a big jerk.
Speaking of big, do you moonlight as a cantaloupe thief?
I don't need to hear this from some kind of band dork. Stick that stick in your ear.
Madam, it is called a baton, and I will play only when I am good and ready. Perhaps you should get back to your obvious profession and leave good, upstanding men like me alone. And disease-free.
Maybe you should go take a long walk off a short pier, you pathetic excuse of a wannabe musician. That was the worst music I have ever heard.
Shut up, you harlot.
You shut up, you ignoramus.
Oh, big word. Did you learn that when you took lessons from a local college professor?
Where did you get your hat? Did you tell somebody you wanted to wear something that resembled a fuzzy toilet on your head?
You should talk. Where did you get that dress? Not a virgin, Megastore? Harlots are us?
Shouldn't you be getting home? Your mother is calling you. Scumbag.
Street walker?
Buttwipe.
Harlot?
Nincompoop.
Tart?
Jackass.
Wench?
Idiot.
Hustler?
Geek.
Floozy?
Jerk.
Hussy?
Dirtbag.
Courtesan?
Impotent knave.
There, that should do it.
Maggot.
Now we just need to get him back to
Slovenly
work.
troll?
Weak-jawed maroon.
Don't ever call,
Scumbag.
girl. Street walker?
Fordwick, can you do something to stop her?
Buttwipe.
Harlot?
Your wish is my command. Okay, lady. Time for some serious face time. You and me.
Yeah! Yeah, mule! Yeah! Vámonos! Yeehaw!
Rawr!
Or one on the field. Deep, rich, ruby red.
Oh my! Oh, the bat problem has gotten bad around here lately, hasn't it? Though I am not sad to see her go. Too bad. Seemed for a while there my evening was shaping up nicely. Oh well, back to the music. Now, what are we playing next? I seem to have forgotten. Oh! Who Let the Wolves Out? A classic. Ready, boys?
Rich, ruby red.
That worked! Thank you, Fordwick.
No problem, Mona. Now listen up. Here comes the song.
Yes, I think I've got it now.
All time! Too many horses in the pool.
again, boys.
Did you learn how to sing the song?
Indeed I did. Would you care to hear it?
Yes, yes, yes!
Very well. Here goes. Who let the wolves out? Woof, woof, woof. Who let the wolves out? Woof, woof, woof.
That did it, Mona. It put him to sleep. Who knew that cheesy Oompa anthems made good children's lullabies?
Madame Stoker, I am pleased to report that your children are now sleeping.
Oh, thank you very much. You'll have to tell me what song you sang them. The boys can't eat if they're asleep. I can finally put out one of the stoves.
Could you perhaps help us now?
I'm sorry, but I'm still serving my husband his dinner.
Mona, if we don't find a way to stop Mr. Gluttony over there from eating, she's never gonna have time to get us the cloth.
Let's take a look up there, Frederick. Maybe there's a way in.
I'm game.
Now that the fire is out, let's see where this goes, Frederick.
Sure. I always wanted to visit the exotic and secretive world of the chimney sweep.
It looks like graffiti.
What does that say?
Santa was here. I wonder what that means.
Oh, didn't you hear? The Vlad's Landing Chimney Sweep Guild wanted to start charging Santa a toll for all the scuff marks he left in the chimneys. It was this big thing where they went back and forth at City Hall and in editorials in Weasel News. Never happened. But after that, Santa was here, tags started showing up in all the chimneys, sort of in your face to the chimney sweeps.
Wow. Vindictive little elf, isn't he? It looks like the skeleton of a bat.
Uncle Rudy!
You know him?
Yeah. The last time I saw him, we were out flying together and he was complaining about being cold. He said he had a great idea on how to get warm, but he didn't elaborate.
So, your uncle flew into a chimney and waited until somebody started the fire?
Hey, nobody ever accused Uncle Rudy of being the sharpest tool in the shed.
Let's see what this does.
No, not the limited edition plates. Oh, bats drive me crazy.
With Mina busy cleaning up there, now would be a good time to make sure she stays in there.
Hello out there? Something has fallen in front of the door.
Ah! What are you?
I am your worst nightmare come true. A woman with power. Not political or social power, but black magic, which is power nonetheless.
No, please don't. I'll do anything you ask. Just don't start voting.
Then do this. Be a good husband to your wife and treat her fairly. If I find out that you have said so much as a single insult, I'm going to come back here and finish you off.
And go get a job, for goodness sake. Help your wife and kids out.
But my mental anguish! What kind of a job could I do?
Get a job in a field you know well and love, and I'm sure your mental anguish will be gone in no time. But I'd worry about the current anguish you're about to go through.
Clam bake.
Oh my! Excuse me. It must have been all that beer he drank. I feel a little... tipsy.
Next time, see if you can say the whole alphabet.
I think Minna has suffered enough.
I agree. Let her out so she can bask in the glory of our
Something has
handiwork.
fallen in
All
front
her
of the
distractions
door.
are asleep. Or passed out due to lack of blood.
One, 2, 3.
Whoa! Thank you. Something fell in front of... Oh my God! What? What? Bruno! Bruno?
Uh-oh.
What? He's asleep! Thank God! Thank you, oh merciful Lord above! You have blessed me far more than you will ever know! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you!
Mina? I hate to interrupt your prayer of thanks, but I was wondering if you have time to go down to your cellar and find those bolts of...
Blots of black cloth! Of course, my good friend. Anything for you. Anything! Yippee! Anything for you! Let him run down and get it! Happy days are here again! The skies are blue!
What's with that face?
I don't know. I have this feeling of warmth and accomplishment inside, and it seems to be making me smile, and I feel good. What is that?
Because you inadvertently did a good deed. It happens once in a while, but don't you worry. It'll pass. All you have to do is do something selfish and pop, it goes away. Trust me on this.
Really? Okay, because this is too weird.
It took me a while. I had to pull down the enormous fort the kids made with my cloth bolts, but I found it. 20 yards of my finest velvety black, and it's all yours, for free, for all your help you've given me.
Wow! Thank you so much. This will be perfect. Well, good luck. We're off. Toodaloo.
Ah!
There, that worked. It's a wagon, probably used to move coffins throughout the graveyard.
Once we find your grave and get some dirt, we should take the wagon with us.
It's a water basin. It collects water that drains from the roof. It's currently empty. I don't need it right now, but I might later. I remember where it is in case I need to use it. This might come in handy, but I'm not carrying it around. I'll keep it in mind. I might need that, but I can't carry it around with me. I'll keep it in mind. It looks like a map of the graveyard.
That should tell us exactly where your grave is, Mona. Let's go check it out.
Let's see if I can find my grave. It's probably in the area reserved for famous entertainers and singers.
Yeah, right.
There sure are a lot of dead people buried around here. Do you see my grave anywhere, Fodrick?
Yep, got it. It looks like your grave is in quadrant A113. You were originally buried between the graves of Jay Hoffa and my hopes and dreams for the future.
Now that we know where it is, we can go get some of my grave dirt.
Hello again, my beautiful dark swan.
Cloudy, no!
Well, look what the cat coughed up.
Joke all you want, you insipid little rodent. You're going to need more than a sense of humor to escape my trap. I've just locked the door and taken the key. I'm afraid you are trapped.
I'm never going back to that castle, and I'll never love you. Try and get that through your thick head.
Wouldn't you agree it's more like a gaseous head?
Whatever. I would rather die than spend one more night with you living in that castle.
You say you would rather die, hmm? Well, we shall see. I shall give you a couple hours to ponder your fate. I'm sure when I return, you will be much more agreeable with my most generous offer and return with me to the castle. But for now, as punishment for your attitude, I shall leave you here. When I return, I expect to find that you have adopted a more appropriate attitude.
I can't fly through the furnace if the fire is burning. Look at that, Fodrick! The fire is roaring now!
Do it again! Do it again!
Sorry, Fodrick, but I'm all out of perfume. Why would I do such a thing? Once I tip this over, the ice will at least be at the foot of the door.
Timber!
Yippee! That worked! I'll wedge this under the door. It should give us a few inches of open space. Good! I bet I could get the tip of this shovel red hot in this fire. I don't need to do it now, but I'll remember this idea for later. Now might be a good time to heat up that shovel and slide it under the door.
Wow, Mona, that worked pretty good. The hot shovel melted the ice and formed a cool little puddle. You aren't so ditzy after all.
And you are as rude as ever. A bellows full of water might be useful. I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to fill this with water.
Bellows, the quicker picker-upper.
Looks like we have a way out now. Let's get out of here before Shroudy comes back. We did it! Fodrick! We escaped Shroudy's trap!
And we positively identified the location of your grave. Let's go get us some dirt.
We don't have a horse with us, but since it's such a short distance, I should be able to pull the cart.
That superhuman undead strength of yours is coming in pretty handy. See, Mona, being a vampire isn't all bad.
It's bad enough, trust me. And since I am a vampire, we'd better go get some of my grave dirt. If I don't have it to line my coffin, I may not survive the night.
Would it help motivate you if I yelled mush when you start pulling the cart?
Would you still be able to fly if I pulled your wings off?
I think the answer to both of those questions is no. Anyway, let's grab a couple of those boxes and head over to your grave. We got a little digging to do. Mona, didn't I say we had some digging to do?
I'd love to help. Really. But you are doing such a good job, I'd only get in your way.
I'm not sure how much dirt we need, but I already have one full box loaded in the wagon.
That should be...
No, you'll never escape me.
What was that?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Shroudy!
I have your precious black cloth, and I know for a fact that there is none left in all of Lad's Landing. Without being able to cover the gravestone, you'll never be able to pull the wagon out of here.
I hate to admit it, Mona, but he's right. Hey, Apparition Boy, I thought you loved her. If she can't get her grave dirt back to her coffin by the time the sun rises, she'll die.
If I can't have her, then nobody shall.
I would rather be dead forever than spend one additional second of my life anywhere near you.
So long, my love. I will see you in the afterlife.
Mona, we got a little bit of a predicament here. I'm not strong enough to pull the wagon, and you can't do it if the gravestones are exposed.
I can't use Frodrick with that. I can't use Frodrick with that. It's a wagon holding boxes of my grave dirt. It's an extra box of dirt. I think we have enough, so I probably won't need it. I better not push it, or it would careen down the hill out of control and smash into the graves. Fodrick, do you think you could steer the wagon?
You know me. I'm always up for trying something new. Just let me know when you're ready for me to steer it.
I have it, Fodrick. You said you could steer it, right?
Yep, I think I can handle this old jalopy.
Great. You steer and I'll push. Since we are high up on this hill, you should be able to gain enough speed to drive the wagon out of the graveyard, down the road, and right up to Madame Stragoy's camp. And then I'll just fly out far away from the crosses.
Brilliant. Who says opera stars are dumb as doornails? Doornails have got nothing on you.
Thanks, Fodrick. Okay, are you ready?
I was born ready, although if truth be told, I am feeling just a tad bit apprehensive about this.
I'm sure you'll do fine. Just do me a favor and be careful.
It's nice to know you care.
with those boxes of grave dirt.
For a second there, I thought you were concerned about my well-being.
Oh, don't be such a wuss. If things get hairy, just fly away. Of course, if you do that, you will be sentencing me to death. So, no pressure. Ready?
Go for it.
Come on, find it already! What is the fricking holdup? What did the Cabal do? Send the stupidest vampire hunters in the history of all mankind? Find it already! No, moron! You already looked there!
Monsignor? We already looked there. Twice.
Oh, pipe down, you walking stillbirth. I know what I'm doing. I'm just being thorough. Standard Cabal procedure.
Standard procedure? Standard procedure? Standard procedure? This is so frustrating. That's it. I'm just going to have to break the curse and just go in there. What? What manner of being dares to challenge Madame Strigoi?
Well, how about that, Budwig? We did it! We got everything we need!
Yeah, who would have thunk it? We make a pretty good team if I do say so myself. High five.
Hi, what?
You raise your hand like so, and slap it together.
Why? Madame Strigoi! We heard a scream!
Huh? Oh, there you are. No, I'm fine. I just like to scream randomly once in a while. Lets me know I'm still alive.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, pish posh. Anyway, we did it! We have all the things we need for this ship. I wanted to thank you for all your help and...
No need.
But I want to...
No, I mean, no need for all that now. Dr. Rigor Mortis, a brilliant doctor, an old friend, sent me a message saying he can cure you of your vampirism. But he must do it tonight, when all the stars are aligned.
Stars all aligned? What does that have to do with anything?
Really? Where? How is that?
Now, go now before it is too late. He said come to his lab in the windmill just past the dam. Follow this road down to the gorge by the end of the lake. Trust me, you can't miss it.
Well, okay. If he's your friend.
Yes, longtime friends, old poker buddies. Now go, no more talk, quickly!
Bye-bye. Au revoir. Goodbye. Au revoir.
Yes, go off to my good friend Dr. Rigor Mortis. He'll know just what to do to you. And then I, Shroudy von Kiefer, will be your only hope for salvation. You'll be glad to see me then. Yes, you will. You'll appreciate old Shroudy then, won't you?
Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this, like, comment and subscribe for more. Have a nice day.